If you want that great Hemi sound without the big name price, then this muffler replacement kit is the choice for you. I'll cut right to the chase here. This gives you a lot of that old school muscle car type noise, and accordingly, we're going to give it a strong 3 out of 5 on our loudness meter. It's not quite a straight pipe or muffler delete, but it certainly does bring the noise. One quick note on fitment before we dive in here. This is designed to fit 2009 to 2018 5.7 liter Ram 1500s, which are equipped with the factory dual exhaust. Now this system is a bit unique in the exhaust market because it's not a full exhaust and instead just replaces your factory muffler and the inlet pipe. So you save a bit on complication and of course on price, but you can still get all the sound that you want. And as you heard from the clips at the start of the video, this thing makes your truck sound every bit the Hemi that it is, just with more volume. Now the core of the system is of course the HVS Welded Muffler. This is a double wrapped welded muffler with 2 baffles and 1 central V baffle, which you probably can't see much of in there. Now the double wrapping on the outside keeps that volume in check, and the baffling inside means that you get that good Hemi sound without it causing a lot of drone. So it's pretty quiet and pleasant both inside and out while you're cruising around, but you get that fantastic Hemi yell when you put your foot down. That makes this kit ideal for a daily driver, a tow rig, or a road tripper. With this installed, you'll be able to enjoy your exhaust, but you won't be overwhelmed by it. Now, as you might be able to tell, this does not include the over axle pipes. You're going to reuse your factory ones and your factory tips. So appearance-wise, this is about as stealthy as it can get, but there will be absolutely no mistaking that your truck has something extra cooking when you start it up. The muffler features that double-wrapped welded construction, and the material here is all aluminized stainless steel. The double wrapping is not something we see a lot of on performance-oriented mufflers, so it's a nice additional feature. Aluminized steel as a material is well suited to a truck that lives in a dry climate or one where they don't use a lot of road salt, and it's going to save you quite a bit of money versus a comparable 409 or T304 grade stainless setup too. And the price here might just be the best part, as the whole kit is only going to run you about $325, which for a bolt-on kit is a great price, and it's one of the most affordable exhausts on the market for these trucks. Where you save in cost here is pretty clear. You're not getting tips or over axle pipes, but it still has the good stuff and the sound that you want, and nothing you don't need, which in my books makes it a pretty appealing package. Installation gets a 1 out of 3 on our difficulty meter, and the job should take you around 1 hour, maybe a bit more to complete. Nothing too strenuous here. Again, totally a bolt-on operation, so you don't need to modify anything on the truck itself in order to get this fitted. We're also going to walk you through the installation process right now, so for that, let's head on out to the shop.
For this install, you'll need an impact, a ratchet, a 15, a 14, and a 13 millimeter socket, an exhaust hanger removal tool, a dead blow hammer, and penetrating spray. Today we're going to be installing a catback exhaust on our Ram 1500. But before we get into it, let's watch a quick video of how to uninstall it.
We have to remove our factory system. That includes pulling both tailpipes on either side of the truck as well as the factory muffler. We're going to unbolt the tailpipes from the muffler first using a 15 millimeter socket. That's going to allow us to pull the tailpipes off of the rubber isolators. All right, now that we have those 2 tailpipe clamps loosened on the muffler, we're going to go ahead and pull the tailpipes from the isolators. Once the tailpipes are pulled from the rubber isolators, that's going to give us enough leverage that we can kind of wriggle them out from the muffler itself, and then we can actually pull our muffler. All right, now that we have our driver's side tailpipe removed, we're going to do the same thing for the passenger side. The passenger side only has 1 hanger up here, makes it a little bit easier on us. All right, next we have to loosen the clamps securing our muffler to our flow tube here. That's also going to be a 15 millimeter socket. With the clamp holding our muffler loosened, we're going to spray down our last 2 rubber isolators, and then we're going to pull the muffler from our mid pipe. Now, if any of those rubber isolators are giving you a hard time, you can actually knock the muffler loose from the clamp that you loosened using a dead blow mallet. That'll give you enough leverage to pull it out of the rubber isolator.
Welcome back. First, we're going to take this middle section of the exhaust and connect it to the factory one. Also, make sure to take one of your exhaust clamps, place it over there like that. We're going to take this end, go right over it. We're going to tighten this down with a 14mm socket and a ratchet, and we just want to have it snug on there so we can still move the exhaust just enough, but not loose enough to where it'll fall. Just like that. Next, we're going to take our hangers for the muffler. We're going to put the longer one through here, just like that. We're going to put the shorter one through here, just like that. And that's so that we have a way for the muffler to hang. I do have a pole jack here just in case that doesn't work, but if this does, you don't need to use it. Then after that, I'm going to slip on an exhaust clamp right here, just like that. To make things easier for us when we go and install this muffler, we're just going to take apart the exhaust clamp. So just loosen the bolts, lift it up, set one of the U-bolts aside. We're going to do the same thing with the other one. And then set the U-bolt aside. Now, we're going to connect the muffler to the exhaust. We can just have the exhaust sit just like this for now. After that, we want to snug down this exhaust clamp with a 13mm socket and a ratchet. Then we're going to put it back on our U-bolts. We're going to put on our nuts by hand. We want to leave these loose for now. Now it's time to put in the passenger side muffler. You honestly can choose whichever side. I'm just pick this one because it was closest. So I'm going to slide it over the axle. Connect it in like that. And then slip it over the exhaust hanger. Just like that. Then I'm going to take the driver's side pipe. I'm going to flip it over like that. I'm going to hook it in and connect it to our exhaust hangers. Just like that. After that, we're going to tighten down these exhaust clamps with a 13mm socket and a ratchet. Then we're going to tighten down this exhaust clamp and this exhaust clamp with a 13mm socket and a ratchet.
That's going to wrap it up here for our review and install of the muffler replacement kit with the aluminized HVS Welded Muffler, fitting 2009 to 2018 5.7 liter Ram 1500s equipped with the factory dual exhaust. Thanks so much for watching, and as always, for all things Ram, be sure to keep it right here at AmericanTrucks.com.